Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Um, I want to talk about training to fight and fighting in a street fight is not the same thing. And you may say, well, of course it is, because I can use what I can use against somebody. I mean, don't the stuff I know go and help me in a fight? Yeah, that's true. It's going to help. I mean, any type of repetitive motion where you are practicing hand-to-hand combat, striking or ground fighting or rolling is better than somebody who haven't done anything. But fighting is a lot about chance. You can fight and fight and fight. And last time I checked, a right hook is a right hook. And if they hit you before you hit them, so be it. And I'm going to tell you a story. I knew a person who I trained with. We have been in battles like, I felt his punch, and I know that he can hit. True story, a situation happened where this person was fighting somebody. Basically, it was an ego thing. Simply put, it was an ego thing, and two men that started out just driving a car. You know how it is when people flip you off in a car, and then you flip them off, and then you going back and forth. And really, to tell the truth, you acting out a crisis situation. You may be mad about something at your job, and then you take it out, on a situation. Anyway, long story short, they both got out of the car. And one person going back and forth, and the person I knew punched him, knocked him down. Because guess what? I trained to fight. And I'm going to show you that I'm about this life. Right? Okay. So fast forward. He knocked him down, 1-2. And the person I know is a big guy. I'm big, but he's tall and big. Maybe about 35 pounds lighter than me, but big man. So anyway, long story short, he knocked him down, and then he turned his back on him, which is basically the Will Smith thing, right? You turn your back on that person because you know that person ain't gonna do nothing after, and you feel pretty good about your ego, like, you know what? I just handled this. That's how you handle it, and you turn and think that person was about anything, and then that person got up, knocked him down, sucker punch, because people do sucker punch him, and start beating him down, even though he has trained to fight like me. And long story short, he got the most of the licks, because a lot of time how quick your punches is in the first person, and ground and pound is ground and pound, and fighting is all about advantage. But anyway, the lesson, and this was the kicker. people was trying to tell him stop. His spouse told him to stop. He had his child in the car. Ego, 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 pride, pride, pride. Cops came, which nobody wants. Both were in the wrong. Charges getting pressed. Charges were not pressed. Then they drove to their homes. Do you know that this was his next door neighbor across the street from him? And basically what it was, he never really seen him, like really talk to him. He just waved and said hello, but he never paid attention to his car. So both of these people did all this and they pride. And guess what? And people would say, oh, see, that's a dumb mistake. And guess what? I am guilty of being that way. I had a situation not even 2 months ago, a car, so my car, and then they start speeding and they start flipping off. And I'm usually like, oh, okay, I can't really respond because I always have my child in my car. And I don't want my child to see or experience any type of trauma by me. But my child wasn't in my car. And I went towards this car, I speed up, and I'm going like, yo, what, where's your mouth now? Just tell me where you're going. So stupid was I, because basically, if this was legal, I was following him, which could have been some type of stalking order. I mean, if we took this to court, it all looked bad on my face. I'm saying like, yo, what you about? Because in my mind, I said, I got this. And I'm like, I'm ready for whatever. Like I'm in the street. Like I'm some gangster. I'm an educated black man. Letting my ego get the best of me. And this was another lesson is one thing to protect yourself, but it's another thing to be stupid and ask for a situation that don't need to happen. And it's the realization for me, like, hey, I need to be careful. Think smarter. Don't let your ego and your pride get you hurt or get you in jail or get you anything. Walk away. And I'm telling you, I am not the walk away type. I am not the walk away type, because I'm a person like, what the hell am I training all this martial arts then? All these drills, all these Kimura locks, all these baseball chokes, all these punches, all these deflecting, all these elbow drops, all these. What I'm doing all this if I can't use it when I need it. It's one thing to use it when you need it. It's another to trying to prove something to somebody that's just an idiot. And you trying to prove something to yourself. That's another story. So let this be a good lesson to you. All right, have a good one.